Boston is always my favorite place. I spent my honeymoons here in the year 2006, and I'm very excited that today I'm here to share some information with you about the O2O model in China. Okay, first maybe I can give you a show. That's a tongue twister. What's the O2O? O2O, we have the four models: the online to offline, offline to online, and online to offline to online, offline to online to offline. So what's that mean? That's the two, that's mean the connections. Okay, the first one, the online to offline, that's mean we collect the guests online and they paid online, but we give them the service and the experience offline. And second one is that we put the advertisement and promotions offline, and the guests will be back online for informations and transitions, something like that. And online to offline is that we online to do the advertisement and the propagandas, and the guests will try and test it offline, and then they back to online to buy. And the first one is offline to online to offline, is that we collect the guests from the club or other corporators from the offline, and they go online for the information and treat, and then they back to offline to buy. So that's quite different. And also we also answer for the questions, what's the difference with OTA? The OTA is the online travel agencies, but what the O2O? That's quite different. It's the OTA, that's a volume platform. They put all the productions on their platform, and they are selling by their volumes. So most of their productions was coming from the third parties, from the wholesalers, from the standard productions. But the O2O, we give the guests service, and we design the itineraries, and we satisfy the guests' requirements, and also we have the results from all the viewers. And who is Baicheng? Baicheng now we just created 18 months ago as the O2O model. And now we already have 400 employees, and we have the branches in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Chengdu, and Shenyang. Also, we have a formal company we call the ETI Huayuan. They do the wholesale model, B2B model business. Just got the strategy, the investment from the largest tourism e-platform, Ctrip, by 1 billion RMB last week. So this is where we are coming. And the first step that we are here, we service for the ETI Huayuan. They are the wholesalers. We want to create a website to selling the goods and productions for them. And after that, in the year 2012, we established the new city. And I still remember that when we split it out from the ETI Huayuan, for that time we only have 20,000 visitors in the year 2011. And we used the 6 months to finish in the 2012, we finished 70,000. And the last year, we finished 500,000 visitors for foreign abroad. This year will be reach, I think, 1 million, or at least 800,000 visitors for the foreign abroad through City Baicheng. And our target was the young generations. They born after the 1980s. That's young generations. Why is young generations? Because they have the different requirements like that. They are more want to satisfy themselves. They want to do things DIY. They're used to use mobiles, the internet, and they can go by their friends, not by the package tours. So that's why that's developed very fast in China. And also the independent productions, there's much more, much more cost if compared with the package tours. But we give them different services according to their requirements. It's not only selling the productions at the platform. And also the Bai City in China, we have some very special things. The first one is the visa service. I think most of the Australian people don't worry about that. But the Chinese people for foreign abroad, 90% destinations still need the visa services. They all got the visa. And I remember that the Australia was very in advantage to give the Chinese market ADS visa at very early stage in 1998. Okay, but now only few countries give the landing visas all the visa free for the Chinese market. Another one is that we call the special offers. That means the early bird or last minute to attractive the guests coming to our platform. We give them all the services at very good price, and the visa, we give them the free services. And then we will go the volume, and we put that in our circle of our system, and then we send the people to all of you, the destinations, to do the upsell. How we do it? Okay, I already explained that why we use the visa and the special offers. And the visa, we also have the 3 points that to choose the visa as our entry point. The first one is the visa was the very early point we can reach the guests. When they go to Australia, for example, they need to prepare the visa before 45 days. So we have enough time to effect our guests and to do upsell. And second one, because the embassy requirements, the guests gave all us the detailed information. We know who they are, and when they go, and what experiences they want to have, and their travel histories. Then we'll get very detailed image for the customers. We'll be feedback them according to their requirements and who go with. It's not only sell the productions for them. And also, for the visa service, most of them are the FIT independent travelers. And they tracking for the price, but not only the price. They start a very important step for outbound travels. The outbound travel is not that frequency compared with domestic travels or you buying something. But when you start your outbound travels, you have the 30 to 35 years to instant. And then you will become, for the individual, the visitors will become to honeymoons, become to families. They go with friends, they go with business, they go with the tailor-made. So when we reach them at a very early point, we want to service them several times during this very, very long period as 30 years. And also, our goal is to become the one-stop service, one-stop service for the outbound travels. What mean the one-stop? That means now the FIT guests now is booming time, and the guests want to buy everything by themselves. But sometimes they cannot find the local deals to give them the enough services to supply about the Chinese service system, just like just mentioned, the language barriers and the cultures, the restaurants, the signs, and also the the Chinese-speaking guests. So that's what the Chinese people need. And of course, now China is a booming time for outbound travels. Last year, we have the 98 million outbound travelers. And this year will be 115 million outbound travelers. And every year will be 20 to 25 increased up. And also, we say that spending at the foreign abroad, the Chinese already the top one, is above Japanese market and Europe market. Last year, they spent $12 billion at foreign abroad. And also, we see the market and the travelers now is changed. 60% of the outbound travelers was the individual travelers. Of course, the 60% is included Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. But if not included, they still have the 45 to 50 for the independent travels. And also we see the internet and the mobile is very popular in Chinese market. Last year, the Chinese, but we still have very few percentage. Last year, for the online trade, we only have 10% of whole travel industry. And by city, we finished 500,000, but we still have 5.8% on the percentage. So that's very, very beginning at the outbound travels, cooperate with the internet way. And just like the writer mentioned that the WeChat, Weibo, and also the mobile, now it's very, very popular in China. And now the 30% of our guests is already use our mobile and to do the booking and to get the information and to negotiate with our staffs. And also by the mobile, they can do 3 things. We just mentioned that WeChat. Maybe someone do not know that because the Chinese government not allow the Facebook in China. So we create our system we call the WeChat. They can share the information. And we say that the WeChat is very important for the guests to buying from their friends' suggestions. Why? Because all the information was behind on their reputations. You tell me that's good, I trust you, it is good, I will be buy this. So when they use the mobile, they're very easy to share the information by the SNS, the propaganda and the publicity ways, and they will be make very quick, well-known things like that. And also the H5, that's mean the mobile internet was very popular also, and also we created that in China. Last year, this year, we just see the analysis in China, the mobile users is already over 800 million users, and half of them use the smartphone. That means all the mobiles and will become to the mobile organs, because it's anytime you can reach us, anytime you can find information, anytime, any space you can just make the connectings. It's not like the original one, the retailers. They have the business hours, they have the poor knowledges about the suggestions, but the mobile changed that. And this is our way to do at the Visa, how we do the O2O model for the Visa applications. When the guests deliver their Visa and documents to our office, and we have some steps. First step, we use a scan machine to reach the barcodes on our passport. And we know which is this order and who they are booking and ordered. And then we have a OCR system that's a passport scanning. After the scan, the passport first page, they will collect all the information, even your photos, in our system. And our system will help our guests to fill in the forms of the embassies. And also, we prepare them the information they need. And then we put the information in our eCIM. Just like I mentioned, we know who you are and who, when you go and what you want, and to do the analysis. And when that's all the passport put in the embassy, and will tell you what time you got to your visa. And after we got this visa, our machine will print out your delivery list automatically, and we send that from our different offices. And then you got a visa. That's quite easy. Whatever you're doing on the internet or mobile, the only two things you do is you take your orders and you send the materials to us. And after that, we'll use our WeChat or app to do the upsell according to the different points. Why we have the much more the opportunity to do the upsell? Because when you give us the materials, you'll be checking about the procedures. Is that ready? Is the materials right? And when we got that, every procedures you checking with us will upsell to you the different things. But at the very beginning, the tickets, the accommodations, the local deals, the theme park tickets, something like that. So we all face to the different requirements to feedback them different things, and they all buy from us. And also we say that Queensland have a lot of and various resources that can supply the Chinese whatever the high-end guests, the package, and FITs. But unfortunately in China, most of the traditional travel agents and the OTAs, they only selling the goods. They are not stand on satisfy the guest's requirements. What's the guest's requirements? Because they go at the different time, different period, they have the different aims to go. If they go the couples, well, suggest the hotels, not only like the hotel we selling by them, the hotel stars, how many stars, and the prices, locations like that, no. But we'll find the hotel which characteristics will satisfy the guest's aim for the honeymoons. Is that sea view? Is that romantic? They have the flower decorations, they have the spa, they have the fine restaurant, they have special arrangements, something like that. Then we collect it as accommodation. And then we will find the theme parks or the sightseeing, what's that good for the honeymoons, and we'll suggest them for these aims to satisfy their requirements. It's not only selling about the productions. So maybe our travel industry professionals here will consider about what kind of things will satisfy the Chinese visitors, and then we make it happen. Why the travel industry in the before and even OTA cannot do very much at the FIT market? Because that we can see this link. When the travelers, they want to reach one itinerary, they must be doing like that. The travelers will be find the retailers or OTA. OTA find the wholesalers. Wholesaler find the general wholesalers. And the wholesaler find the inbound operators. Operators find all the items. That's a very, very long link. And every link, they want to survive. They must keep 10% profits. But you can say 40 profits was gone, was disappeared for nothing. And the OTA and O2O, especially the O2O model, was changed that. Was cut down some points like that. And also, one thing is very important is here, the customers. How the customers find you. Lastly, in the Chinese outbound travels, we see the analysis that when the retailers, the traditional retailers, they go to one guest, the cost per order are very, very high. It's 800 to 1,200 above this. And one order fits to 2.7 the guests. So that means 300 or 400 for buying a cost orders. If you selling about FIT things here, you'll be fine that's what cannot reach your margin. You lose your money at that way because you didn't do any upsells at the upsell point. And when you cut it down, you saved the 30% or 40% for your cost. And also, you are very easy to do the CPS way by the O2O model. What means the CPS is cost per sales. That's we share the commissions with our volume. It's not buying the advertisement, or we put that CPC, I mean the per click, so that we can show the cost per orders are very, very, very good. And then we can become a circle to do the whole circle like the services. We can do the upsell twice during the procedure and when they are landing. Because now the 47% of the guests buying the things before they're leaving, they have another 53% when they arrive the destinations they're buying. But the mobile can reach that at present. When they're arriving, we use the LBS service. That means the local-based services. We know where you are, and we push you the information, and you can booking that through us, and we can send the information to all of our cooperators to reach it, to make it happen. So that's our model is quite different with the traditional way. And also the Queensland was a very good increased, I think, in the future, but it's still long haul. So we need to move our percentage step by step to Queensland and Australia. The long haul, they have faced some problem. The first problem is the original selling price. The original way is they do the shopping tours in Australia at a very early point. So some guests now compare with the package tours and the FIT tours. Why I buy FIT, that's double price than I buy package. So they just worry about the price. But I think the government and tourism now is strictly controlled for the shoppings, and also the young generations, they will be good educated by this way, the very bad experience, and they will be changed. And second one is the language barriers. They still need you to help to create a system to supply the Chinese service system. We see a lot of the Japanese signs and the Japanese channels, but the Chinese channels, where is it? And also on the bus, just like the Grey Line or other services, do they have the Chinese channel to make them happen? And the hotels, do they have the Chinese restaurant and chef? They have Chinese channels, they have Chinese newspapers. We're preparing about that. Oh, okay, we need your help. And the third one is that the mobile and the internet will be instead of the wholesalers and retailers step by step. But yes, just like a reader said, we need another 15 to 20 years to finish that. But the Chinese market now is booming time. Even we finished 15% to 20%, that's already a very, very large market. And also we have the different themes for the Queensland to satisfy the different guests who coming for the Queensland, just like several themes, the divings, the surfings, the cultures, the natures, the luxury, and honeymoons, whatever. And also while we use the mobile and internet way to do the advertisement and also we send that by the very online ways to do it. And that's what we affect the guests very much. And also we have idea that for the Australia and Queensland, we have a special promotion since next month. We'll do the $1 tickets and $1 day tours. Why that? Because we want to make the guests to know this. Of course, we are the limited for the $1 tickets at the flash sale models. But that's what attractive the guests very fast. When they're looking in this, and they'll be finding this already sold out. But they'll be they have a very good theme park in Queensland, and they'll share this information to their friends and to share the likes. Then they will to buy the tickets as original, original price. And also, while do the lucky draw, they can send the lucky draw opportunities by WeChat, by the social medias, and their friends will be very soon to know that. Okay, that's will help that we can do much more. The 15,000 visitors this year for the Queensland in the future plan. And also we cooperate with the very huge volume platform. And also someone mentioned about the Double 11s promotion that's created by Alibaba. Alibaba was the top one platform in the e-platform in China. And we are in joint venture by Alibaba. So we have the huge volume. And also we cooperate like Jingdong, Dangdang, Suning, and some UGC platform, and also the searching engines. So if anyone put your productions on the By Cities platform, the By Chance platform, that will be very easy to make all the young generations know. And we want our guests to have the different experience in Queensland, and we want to do much more and our efforts with all of you. So if you want to cooperate with the Chinese O2O model, very welcome, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you so much.
Queensland shines on me, where it shines. Queensland shines on me, where Australia shines.